Usher Raymond IV, the singer, songwriter, and actor known as Usher, is used to being in the nation's spotlight. But recently, he made headlines for a tragic event that happened to his son, Usher V. The 5-year-old nearly lost his life when his arm got stuck underwater in a pool drain. Reports indicate he has made a full recovery. According to the Centers for Disease Control, every year about 700 children under age 15 aren't that lucky. 19-month-old Edna Mae McGovern was known as M to her family.
I proceeded to put groceries away. I walked out of the room at one point to answer a question from my husband, and when I went back, she was not there. So then I went outside. What
M's mom found outside her Coral Springs, Florida home would change her family forever.
When I caught the reflection of M floating in our pool, I immediately just started screaming, and I ran around to the opening of the fence and just held her.
Her husband performed CPR. After a week, M's brain activity stopped, and she was taken off life support.
The first thing we would encourage any family that goes through a tragedy of a near drowning or drowning of a young child is to see a lawyer. Because sometimes you just don't know if there may be liability.
Miami-Dade personal injury attorney Mike Haggard says parents don't typically file lawsuits in child drowning cases because they're forced to relive the tragedy.
A lot of times parents will blame themselves, and they don't realize that there really was a cause behind it.
In addition to providing a personal justice, lawsuits against pool drain manufacturers, fencing fabricators, and others can also bring about reforms on a national scale.
When parents come forward and these cases are investigated, society learns about it, property owners learn about it, and then what happens is changes are made that make sure that another child won't lose their life.
Haggard's law firm has won 2 $100 million settlements in child pool drowning cases. One involved a young girl and a broken gate. The other, a little boy and an unprotected pool drain.
What happened out of that case and subsequent cases is a National Pool Act called the Virginia Graham-Baker Act.
Haggard says when considering a drowning lawsuit, first find a trial lawyer who specializes in these types of incidents.
They're very unique. Different laws apply, not only national, statewide laws, but county ordinances and city ordinances and different type health codes that a typical trial lawyer or a general practitioner will have no idea about.
The lawyer will then investigate the pool's history, code compliance record, complaints or violations, talk to witnesses of the incident, and check out the barriers surrounding the pool, such as fences or gates. Lawsuits can bring justice and affect broader change, but they can't bring a child back to life.
You have children, you have a pool, you have water, there's no peace of mind.
According to Kim Burgess, Executive Director of the National Drowning Prevention Alliance, the best way to protect a child from drowning is parental or adult supervision. Beyond that, make sure your child can swim when he or she can crawl. Install door alarms and door locks, and check state and local laws for fence and gate requirements. Both Burgess and Haggard want society to look at unintentional drowning like any other child death. It must be investigated so we know how it happened and what we can do to avoid it in the future. In Fort Lauderdale, I'm Amber Statler-Matthews with the Lawyers.com channel.